Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakar Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation you Akim out there that puts this word in truth and in sincerity. And we got these stupid ass rappers, man. My other video I got on rappers, I've been getting on rappers lately, but hey, that's how the spirit wanted, you know. This rapper by the name of Kevin Gates, he's on suicide watch because his wife was cheating on him with her personal trainer. First and foremost, idiot, you shouldn't have your wife being around any other man, especially a personal trainer, because I go to the gym and I see how these personal trainers be having these women, how they deal with their clientele, especially their beautiful women with a nice little thick body. Now, you got this guy in the gym, he a young cat. Now, this is an older woman, but she got a nice body, and she look pretty, but she's pretty and she look young, but she's not young. She's in her late 40s, you know. So I know because I spoke to her, and she told me she had a husband, and after that was the last time I spoke to her, because I have no reason to speak to her anymore because she has a man, she has a husband. But anyway, she has a personal trainer, and they was on a stretching board, and this dude had on all kind of peculiar positions, man, like sexual positions, whereas it's like, you know, and come on, and you look at body language, you can see that, hey, yo, man, he's perhaps popping this bitch, you know what I mean? But then he look at me when he got in that position, he wink at me. So I looked at him like, yo, what the fuck? Because I didn't look at that shit as being something prolific that you doing. In my mind, I said, that shit is wickedness, man. She got a husband. I'm quite sure she told you she got a husband. She got a ring on. Anyway, to make a long story short, now you got this dude, Kevin Gates. He's a rapper. I think he's based out of Louisiana. I don't know. I'm not into rap no more. But that shit became so deplorable and so garbage that I don't even listen to it no more. But anyway, he has a tattoo of a crucifix on his forehead and 2 on his side cheeks. You know, I saw him in the gym the other day. You know, on the video I was working out. That's how I knew who he was when I saw the video that the brothers put up, the picture of him on suicide watch, because his wife, you know, was cheating on him with her personal trainer. So we got some scriptures, I'll be right to Zah. We're gonna get into it, and Lord willing, you know, you'll be edified. We're not gonna make this lesson too long, but we're just gonna get straight to the point. So without further ado, Gabriel.
Khan, this is the book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9, verse 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Exactly. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Don't be telling her your innermost dark secrets, because what she's going to do is later on, when she's mad, she's going to use it against you. And that's countless. And that have happened countless times throughout relationships. You doing pillow talk with a woman, and you telling her shit that went on in your life in the past, and then when she take opportunity, when she's mad at you, she use it against you. So read that again, Baba Kishan.
Khan, Sirach chapter 9, verse 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom.
Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom. And this dude is definitely jealous over his wife, rightfully so. You know, that's his woman. But why would you have her? Why would you put yourself, that's self-inflicted, homeboy. Why would you put yourself in that position? When she said she want to get a personal trainer, okay, you can get a personal trainer, but make sure it's a woman. Because there's personal trainers in the gym that I go to that's women. You don't have to, a woman don't have to have a man as a personal trainer. You can request that you have a woman to be your personal trainer, because there's women that personally train people as well. Yeah, bro.
God, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance.
Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meaning, don't give the woman, don't be so eager to just give your woman everything, man. Get a joint bank account with the woman, you know. And when she's setting her foot upon your substance, let her drive your ride. You know what I mean? It's okay for her to drive your car, you know what I'm saying? But don't put the car in her name, you know what I mean? If you got 2 cars, it's okay for her to drive one car and you drive the other car, but guess what? If she want to drive the car, let her maintain the car, gas, let her maintain the car with gas and oil changes. But guess what? Keep the car in your name. Read.
God, meet not with an harlot. Stop there.
Yeah, go to 8, verse 8.
Sirach chapter 21.
It was Sirach, chapter 9, verse.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
You read 9, verse 1.
Oh shit, can't
Yeah, that's good though. That's a script.
Yeah.
Read 9, verse 8 and 9.
This is Sirach chapter 9, verse 8. Turn away thine eye. Hey, that was the spirit, man, because I didn't even. Hey, that was
the spirit,
right,
bro.
And it fit right in.
Exactly. That was the spirit.
Sirach chapter 9, verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty.
So now that goes to these personal trainers, man. That be in these gyms, and you got this chick, she's bad as hell, she's pretty, she got a nice body, and she's looking for a personal trainer, but you're looking for her with your personal gain. You're like, okay, some men are professional, and they don't try that, but then you got some men that they looking to, okay, all right, she's bad, I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try to get that. While he's being a personal trainer. Read that again?
Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty, for many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
And especially she tell you she got a husband or a boyfriend. Now you're looking upon another man's beauty. You shouldn't have no dealings with her, man. If she got a husband, listen, I don't feel comfortable training you, even though it's money. But, men ain't gonna turn that down. But you gotta be discreet. If you're going to train this woman, you gotta be discreet, man. It gotta be on a business and professional level at all times, man. You cannot look upon her. You cannot you can't glaze upon her with lust. You can't do that, man. That's why it's not good to dwell with another man's woman. Yeah, bro.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman, for her wit, love is kindled as fire.
That's right. That's right. That love is kindled as a fire, man. That burning desire to be with this woman is kindled as a fire, and then she's digging on you because she may have a husband. He don't work out. He's not into working out. He's all skinny, frail looking, and you got this muscular dude, more manly than her boyfriend, coming at her, talking to her, grabbing her, handling her, ways that her boyfriend can't handle her, and she's taken by that, you know what I mean? And this dude get caught up in that fucking spirit, man, which is totally wicked, totally off, man. Yeah, bro.
Verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms.
Meaning, hold on, we're gonna break this down. We're gonna read it again from the top.
Sirach chapter 9, verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife.
Meaning, sit at all with another man's wife, and you may take her out. Let's go out and get something to eat on a friendly thing, lunch. Let's go to lunch. Sitting at all with another man's wife. She's married. Why are you taking her out to get something to eat? Because you got a ulterior motive, man. In the back of your mind, you thinking you're gonna be able to pop this woman a couple of times or have her as a side chick because she has a husband, so you're not obligated, and she has other obligations. You have other obligations. So you think there's it's a free ride, man, but it's not. It's adultery, and the Lord's looking upon that, and the Most High's gonna have it whereas you get put to death, man. And not at that time, Ecclesiastes in the Bible 8 verse 11, because sentence against the evil workers that executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully in them to do wickedness, man. So you think that you're not doing no wrong by taking this woman out and giving her something to eat. Read.
Nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine.
Don't be hugging her, that, what I'm saying? You're chilling, talking and shit, and then all of a sudden you're at the bar, you buying her drinks, because once you start buying drinks, now both of y'all are intoxicated. Now them spirits are getting on you. You know what I'm saying? So now you lose discernment. Then you start hugging up on her. You start talking, and she start talking to you. And next thing you know, you kissing her, and she's kissing you, or you filling up on her, she's filling up on you. Next thing you know, you're going to a hotel. Then you committed adultery. Now you committing adultery. Shit is wicked, bro. Get it, bro.
And spend not thy money with her at the wine. And spend not thy money with her at the wine, lest thine heart incline unto her, and so thorough thy desire, thou fall into destruction.
Is that do your desire, you fall into destruction. You're going to decline to her words. You're going to incline to her words because now you intoxicated, she intoxicated. Oh, this one time, sweetie, let's just go to the hotel. I got a man, but you know what? He ain't treating me right. It's complicated. When you hear that word complicated, run. Not only should you walk away, you should fucking run. Run. Flee for your life. Because that word complicated, that means she got a husband and they ain't getting along. Or she has a husband and she's not, or she has suspicion that he's cheating on her, so she want to get him back. So it's complicated. Walk away. Not only should you walk away, you should run. Run. Flee for your life. As if you're running from a serpent. Right, bro, you got more?
That was it.
Go to the next book. Go to the next chapter.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 12.
So we're going to be in the book of Sirach, and we're going to jump around because this is needed to be, because what Kevin Gates is going through, and not only Kevin Gates, but other men. You should not have your woman in the gym. If she going to the gym, and she want a personal trainer, you make sure you go to the gym. If you know how to work out, if you ain't into working out, she want to work out, and she want a personal trainer, make sure that bitch get a fucking woman, man. Because she get a boy, a man, to train her, man. You never know what's going to come up out of that, man. Especially if he's young, muscular, good looking, you know, got his shit together. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You should know better, man. So read that again, bro. Bobby Kashab.
This the new verse and the old verse. I'll read the new verse. Come. Sirach chapter 21, verse 12. He that is not wise will not be taught, but there is wisdom which multiply bitterness.
Read it again, Bobby Kashab. Read it slow so I can understand what you're saying.
Come. This is the book of Sirach chapter 21, verse 12. He that is not wise will not be taught.
Regard.
But there is a wisdom which multiplies bitterness.
Yeah, man, because once you know this truth, man, you know, you get into this truth, and you understand the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Most High, and the deep breakdowns and the precepts, you understand that, hey, man, you know, wisdom, man, makes a man bitter, man, you know? Yeah, read.
God, the knowledge of a wise man shall abound like a flood, and his counsel is like a pure fountain of life.
Exactly, man. Once you get this true knowledge of the Lord, of the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the Most High, it's going to be like a flood. It's going to balance a fountain of life, man. Rivers of living waters, man. You know, but you have, read.
Verse 14. The inner parts of a fool are like a broken vessel.
The inner parts of a fool is like a broken vessel. Like this nigga that was like Kevin Gates. It's not only Kevin Gates, but that trainer that was training his woman, man. He's a fool, read.
And he will hold no knowledge as long as he liveth.
You could tell a man, listen, committing adultery is wicked, you know. A fool is not going to regard that. You telling him something that's going to keep him from getting destroyed, man. You know, he's going to continue on to his wickedness. Why? Because he's fully set in his mind to do wickedness, man. Because he's a wicked vessel created for destruction. Even though he's an Israelite, man, you know, he's a saint, but he's wicked on this side. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be righteous in the kingdom. You know, he got the same must know at the death by pain. He gonna have to know death. He got to know about the death, man, by pain. You know what I'm saying? Read.
If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back.
Adultery is a sin worthy of death. Hey, bro, you ain't got to deal with this woman, man. She got a husband, man. Why are you sharing body fluids, man? There's plenty of women out there, man, you can get, man. You ain't got to deal with this woman, man. Even though, all right, she got a fat ass, she's pretty, she got a husband. Why deal with her, man? These are wise words. But a fool would cast the shit behind his back because it's pleasing, man. Read that again. Bobby goes to the last verse before I did.
The talk. If a skillful man hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back.
A wicked Jake with no understanding hear the words of a wise man tell you that adultery is a sin worthy unto death. Why would you want to deal with this man's woman, man? Why would you want to share body fluids and you can get your own woman? And that shit pleases him because Jake pride themselves in sleep with other men's wives, man. That's like a brownie point. Grieving a man do adultery. That's like a brownie point from these jakes, these wicked ass jakes out here, man. Yeah, bro, read.
Next verse. This is about Sirach chapter 25, verse 13.
See, the reason why these women do what they do because they first and foremost, all these women are joint heirs with Esau. You know, these women got women rights. Mainly the nigger women, on down to the Issachar women. They are joint heirs with Esau in his kingdom. joint heirs with Esau in this kingdom, man. Because first and foremost, they have laws that protect them. Regardless of what they do, they right. And the spirit that's in America is the spirit of the Queen of Heaven. So they worship the woman. Yeah, bro.
This is Sirach chapter 25, verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart.
Give me any plague, man, but the plague of the heart, man. Meaning being bugged out of your mind, man. Not having the sense of reality. Not being able to discern from right and wrong. That's being bugged out of your mind. That's a plague, man. That's a plague from the Most High. Plague of you mentally, man. Plague of the heart. The heart means the mind, which means love. Heart is love, which means the mind, man. Read.
And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
And any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. Because these women, man, man, they'll tell you one thing, but they be doing another thing, man, behind your back, man. Or they'll surprise you with some kind of, shit that they have gone for them, but they kept secret, that they inflict you with it, man. So that's the wickedness of a woman, man. So you ought to not regard the wickedness of a woman, because these women out here, man, they ain't gonna tell you they got a husband, but they may tell you that they got a husband. Or they may tell you, they may not tell you that they have a disease, or whatever the case may be, man. Read that again, Baba Kashapo.
God. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of the woman.
The wickedness of a woman is when she going out there committing adultery against her man, gathering souls up, she knows she have a husband, but she's going to gather up some souls, man. She's going to snatch up a man. They're going to have their fun in the hotel, or in the back of a car, in the parking lot. Then she's going to go home and act like she didn't do no wrong, man. Take a shower, her husband waiting for her, and that's it, man. She go in the bed, lay next to him. He tried to get some sex. She don't want no sex because the nigga that she was with just straight blew her back out. Or she may get a nigga some sex. That's how much of a freak she is, man. So that's wicked, man. That's a plague, man. And that's wickedness, man. So Solomon was asking the Lord, give me any plague but the plague of the heart. Any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, man. And these women are straight wicked, man. And you can't trust these women, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14. And any affliction but the affliction from them that hate me.
And any affliction from them that hate me, man. And Esau, man. I don't want this devil to afflict me, man, any more than I'm being afflicted by this devil. You know what I'm saying? But guess what, man? I know that this is Esau's kingdom. And we yet this day in our captivity pursuant to Luke chapter 3, verse 8. So we still in our captivity. So, hey, I'm subject unto payments. I'm subject unto things that I don't want to be subject unto in Esau's kingdom. So I'm a bear the indignation of the Lord, man. Yeah, read, bro.
God. And any revenge but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy.
Amen. Because Esau is a true serpent, man. He's an enemy, man. Then you got these jakes out here that's more wicked than Esau. Look, we have a case in point to these drill rappers, man. There was a drill rapper that was from LA, that was in New York City, in the Bronx. He was in a pharmacy. Why was he in a pharmacy? Only the Lord knows. You see, these rappers, they like to take prescription drugs. So maybe he was in there trying to get some illegal prescription drugs. I don't know. But you had a group of men, 4 men, targeting for his chain and for his money. And they was beating the shit out of him, handing him his ass, and on camera, it showed some dude shooting him 4 times, man, to lead to his death. Judgment, Yeah, bro.
God. Verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
I'd rather dwell with a dragon and a lion than to keep house with a wicked woman, man. Because a wicked woman, man, she has no limitations of what she could do, man. She's wicked as hell. She's going to commit adultery. She's going to sleep behind your back. She's an adulteress. She may be putting some kind of spell upon you, because most of these women are into witchcraft now, or brujeria, or voodoo. So you got to watch these women, man. Or they may have a disease and not tell you and sleep with you, and then tell you later on, hey, go get yourself checked out. You know? Which is totally wicked, man. Totally demonic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
God, the wickedness of a woman changing her face and darkening her countenance like sackcloth.
And you see these women, man. Look at their countenance, man. How they are, man. With them umbrellas. They got that dark countenance about them. They're always contentious, you know, ready to fight, you know. And then when you do get with a woman that's somewhat decent, after a while, she turn on you, man. And them demons jump on her, man. Read it again, Papa Kushan.
The wickedness of a woman.
Read the scripture. Where we at?
Sirach chapter 25, verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changing her face and darkening her countenance like sackcloth.
And that's what you see out here, man. These women out here, man, yo, their confidence is let you know what they're about, man. You know? You got these women, they beefing about how men taking them out, and they're not paying for the whole bill. Why should I pay for the whole bill, bitch? You ain't willing to give me no ass. I'm just going, you just using me for a dinner. Now I gotta pay the bill, and then we go our separate ways. And all I did was just take you out. I could have just stayed in my house. I'm saying, order me some food. I could have went about myself and pay less. And then these women, what they do, they will, if they feel they're not paying for nothing, they'll buy the most expensive drinks, the most expensive meal, and you know it's gonna be lobsters, crabs, whatever the hell it may be, pork, whatever the hell it may be. They're gonna order the most expensive meal, order the most expensive drinks, and then expect you to pay for it. And then when you pay for it, she wants you to drop her off home. She ain't giving you no buns. So you're like a sucker. So you got men out there like, yo, you know what? All right. If a man perceives that she's not giving him no buns, she's not gonna give him no buns, he want a separate check. And I don't blame him, you know? You listen, man. You women out here, you want to be equal. You want things done your way, but you don't want to compromise. You don't want to be women. You want to be the man and the woman. It don't work that way. Not with men with great millstone. A man of understanding is not dealing with that, man. I would drop you like a goddamn bad habit, bitch, and walk off and move on my life. I don't need you. Yeah, bro.
Our wickedness is but little. Verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, he shall sigh bitterly. When
it says her husband, read it from the top again. Oh, witness.
No, so that was I skipped the verse. So the wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkening her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
And because once you hear it's a woman that's committing adultery on you, you know, the whole neighborhood knows, but you don't know. You in darkness, and then somebody put you up on game. And that happened to me before. Let me tell you something, man. It's a testimony, man. You know, not telling my business, but when I was like 19, 20, 21, you know, 22, I was dealing with this chick. Actually, it was my baby mom's. And some dude named Arthur Carroll, an old cat, an old G, told me, yo, listen, man. You know, I've known you since you was a kid, and you was always a stand-up guy. So I'm going to tell you this, man. I usually mind my business, but I'm going to tell you this. When you go to work, don't go to work. That's what you mean. Just listen to me, man. When you say you going to work, don't go to work. Come back within a half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, or an hour, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. You ain't got to take my word for it. But young blood, do me that favor. Because I like you. So I did that. I went to work, but I didn't go to work. At the time I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. This is back in 1993. Right before shit happened to me where I went away for 7 years. But anyways, I find out that my baby moms was fucking around with another dude. And how I found out was from a guy named Arthur Carroll. May his soul rest in peace. He's in the spirit world. He was in his 80s when he told me that. Why would he lie? So I took his word, and guess what? He was telling the truth. So all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. And that's in the scriptures, man. Little testimony, but back to the scriptures again, bro.
God, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
Let the portion of a sinner fall upon a wicked ass woman, man. If you're out there gang banging, doing all kind of fucked up shit, let that woman, that wicked ass woman, which is a sinner, fall upon you. You know? Yeah, bro.
God, as the climbing up his sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman. And
stumble not at the beauty of a woman, man. And you see these trainers, they get caught up in that, man. These trainers get caught up in, oh, this bitch look good, and they want to, you know, train them just for the fact they're trying to get in their pants, man. And they getting paid, so they getting paid at the same time, but they trying to bag something, man. Even if she got a husband, they don't care. And I've seen that in the gyms, man. So this dude, Kevin Gates, he's on suicide watch because his wife was fucking around with some masculine man. He's all effeminate looking, you know, no muscles. Then she found a manly dude, and she's fucking with him, and you all on suicide watch. Man, you famous, bro. Or at least you're alleged to be famous. Got all this money, you got fame and fortune. Move on, man, to the next bitch, man. Why you crying on suicide watch for this bitch that you know that she's cheating on you with, man? Let that bitch go, bro. Yeah, bro.
Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain a husband, is full of anger impudence, and much reproach.
Yeah, because these women, man, they with their husbands, man, they all bitter. You know, they don't want to do what they got to do to be a woman, to maintain a house. They want to share their authority. And a real man is not going to allow that to happen. So these women be full of shame, full of bitterness and reproach, man. They don't want to be with their man because they want to be free. They want to be, especially if they're a part of this feminist agenda. Yeah, bro.
A wicked woman abated the courage, make it a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees.
And that's exactly what these women do, man. And that's when you got a lot of homosexual men out there. You got a lot of men that's on suicide watch because of the fact that the woman is cheating on them with another man. But that's your fault, bro. That's self-inflicted. Why would you allow your woman to have a muscle-bound personal trainer? Here you are, feeble. She's looking at this dude in lust, especially if he's kind of, you know, he have a great confidence upon himself. Maybe he's young and handsome, muscles, you know. How you gonna allow your woman to be taken by that, man? That's self-inflicted. That's your own fault, bro. Yeah, bro. Am I lying, bro?
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died.
Of the woman became the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. To understand that precept, we have to go back to Genesis, man. During the time of Adam and Eve, man, when Eve, you know, was deceived by the serpent, which was a man. Is not actually a serpent; it's a man with color. But Esau is the actual serpent, because that same serpent came back in the reincarnation of Esau, man. Yeah, bro.
Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guide abroad.
Give the water no passage, leave a wicked woman liberty to guide abroad, man. And that's what happened, man. And that's why your woman committed adultery on you, bro. That's why she was letting that letting that personal trainer have his way with her, man. Because you lack discernment. You did not have this woman. If she wanted a personal trainer, nah, sweetie, you gotta get a woman as a personal trainer. I don't want no man training my woman. But you lack that kind of discernment because you of this world, and now guess what? She treated you like you was nothing, man. Like you was nothing but a wet food stamp. And went and got another man to fulfill her needs that you couldn't fulfill because you were fucking effeminate. Yeah, bro.
God, if verse 26, last verse, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
That's all you gotta do. You see this bitch, she's not right in the spirit, and she's bucking up against everything you have to say, and you tell her certain things, and she's not listening to you, man. Let that bitch go, bro. Let her go, bro. You know, let her go. You can find another man. I'm saying you can find another woman if you're a straight man. You can find another woman. You know what I mean? Let that bitch go, bro. Let her go because she ain't gonna do you no good, man. She's only gonna stress you out, man. So with that, hey, man, Kevin Gates, you on suicide watch. You on suicide watch because your woman was cheating on you with some muscle-bound personal trainer that she took a fancy to. It's your own fault. It's self-inflicted. You should have told that bitch, when you want a personal trainer, get a woman. But you didn't do that because you sissified. You trying to cater to your wife. And what you got, and the payment you got for that was she shitted on you. I don't feel sorry for you, nigga. Hey, shalom.